What is up, guys? It is your boy here, Dolo, and quick little announcement. Due to the buggy state of Cyberpunk 2077, I'm just gonna keep it short and brief. I would provide proof, but I'll get to that here in a minute. Anyways, though, I won't have my review out for Cyberpunk this week because one, I came into a game-breaking bug where I had to enter in a car to continue throughout the quest, and it wouldn't let me do that. The car like flipped upside down, and I couldn't get in it. So, and like the NPC was also in it as well. It was just flipped upside down, so I couldn't get in it. I would provide proof of that, but I was cleaning my PC this past Thursday, and or this past Friday, my bad, and my PC decided to just die on me after cleaning it. So I had to buy a new motherboard and a new CPU. So, and then when I put it in my SSD, I had to format it, and then formatting it differently caused me, like, I pretty much forced me to wipe my SSD completely clean. So yeah, that's why I can't
Rip.
provide any proof of it, or else I would, because I was recording. I was also recording numerous other bugs, but the all footage is gone. So yeah, that's why.
It's okay. Me and Tristan got you covered on that.
Yeah.
I got a couple of clips.
But it will be out soon. I'm expecting it to be sometime next weekend. So, but here for now, here's our first impressions. We'll go ahead and just start off with the story, I guess, just kind of get out of the way. This will not be spoilerish, so don't worry about that. So, all right, Trey, go ahead, take it away.
Okay. All right. So, sorry, I forgot the 3 life pass. So, what were the 3 life pass again? Because we all chose different ones. Let's go ahead and throw that out there.
Corpo, Street Kid, and Nomad.
Right. Okay. So I was Corpo, awesome Street Kid, and Tristan, you were Nomad.
Yeah.
So I went with Corpo. It looked more on the serious side of things. And I kind of like the whole gimmick of it, so I chose that one. Of course, so with like the prologue. I don't know. I think so far, today I played for like 4 hours, right? And where I had left off, I was like towards the end of the prologue. I played for 4 hours today. I've got past like maybe close to Act 2, but I'd say with like the story in general, bro, it's like I want to like play it again because like I feel like I've missed out on so many different things. Like I feel like if I played the story again, I would kind of like understand more of what's going on. But in general, dude, the story is like fantastic. It's got a great story to it. The gameplay, I feel like, does have minor issues here. In fact, some are major and game breaking. In Austin's instance, to where a car literally flipped over. He showed me like a clip, and I saw it, and I've seen other people have that same issue before too. So everybody's probably having the same issues as Austin as well in some missions. But as far as the story goes, it's great. Gameplay could be a lot better. I feel like CD Projekt Red, they've dropped a good game, but I feel like at the same time they did their fans dirty by releasing a game that just wasn't ready. And maybe you could lose a pair base by, making people wait longer and keep delaying it. But at the same time, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'd rather play a game that's like completely finished and bug. You're never gonna have a game bug free, but at least playable, and not be a piece of shit and not be able to play it, and then have to wait and be in an early access state and have to wait a year or longer for the game to be more playable, if that makes sense. Other than all that, though, I mean, we're just gonna have to wait for fixes. They did have a roadmap lined out, because the holidays had just passed. Right now, we're recording after Christmas. So they have a roadmap laid out for January. I think they have like a lot of fixes and stuff and patches laid out February as well. So I guess we'll see how that goes, and hopefully the game will be better. I'm not terribly disappointed. Recently I heard there's a lot of lawsuits actually going on right now with CD Projekt Red, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. It could be better, it could be worse.
Yeah. Tristan, just give your impression, story, gameplay, just throw it out there.
I think the game's pretty phenomenal. I mean, I haven't played it in about probably 10 or so days, maybe 2 weeks. But from what I've played of it, it's genuinely a phenomenal game. Does it look like it was 7 years in the making? Probably not. But it doesn't really matter. The game is really good aside from all the bugs and glitches that it has with it. It has had, at least for me, a lot of stability issues with the game. Like I the first whenever I played it on launch, my game on the dot would crash on the hour every hour. Uh, but I haven't had that issue since then. The I think the storyline, from what I've played of it so far, is pretty damn good. Um, I chose the nomad life path, and there's no spoilers or anything, but just the way that you start up and how the story plays out. There's a couple missions where everything just clicks, and you start to understand everything, or at least maybe I'm just slow, but you start to understand shit a little bit more, and that was probably the best plot I've ever seen in a campaign, like period. You'll understand at the end of the prologue what I'm talking about, but the gunplay in the game is fantastic. The way you can customize your character and make it your own is fantastic. Um, there's just so many different mods and so many different things you can do to your character just to really make it yours. Um, Stuff as far as driving and shooting and really doing whatever the hell you want is pretty great. Like I said, it does not look like a 7-year game. But that being said, I do wish they would have taken a little bit longer because of all the problems it had at launch. If they would have just taken a few extra months instead of promising a November 11th release, and they could have said summer 2021 and given a little bit more time to fix the bugs and a little bit more testing, that probably would have been better off for the game, because
Yeah.
I assume it was a little bit off-putting for a lot of people who just started playing it, looking forward for it all this time. And there, you see a lot of game-breaking bugs. Austin had a game-breaking glitch where he couldn't play for a while. But that being said, bugs aside, it's an incredible game. Like, if everything was completely stable, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. But right now, I'll probably give it an 8 or an 8.5 with all the different bugs and shit that I've experienced.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'll just make it quick, just because I'm gonna be coming up with a review later. So I think the game's pretty good. Definitely am a little pissed that the bug I experienced caused me not to be able to play for a week. It actually got fixed in the hotfix 1.06 patch, which I believe came out on December 22nd. So yeah, I'm pretty pissed. I didn't really get to play it for a whole entire week because I could not get for that main mission, for one of the main missions. Um, but yeah, I think the gameplay's good. It's a little clunky. Like you could tell this is CD Projekt Red's for first time in like a FPS. It feels like, at least. And the melee gameplay is alright. Um, I definitely feel like we paid to beta test this game because
Oh yeah.
it's a complete
Mhm.
game. The problem is it doesn't have any, like, how can I say this? The problem isn't that it doesn't have any, like, content in it. That's not the problem. The problem is it's just not polished, like, at all. Like, this game at least needed a couple of months to, or maybe even a year, because like it's missing features that were already supposed to be in the game. So I don't know. I feel like they just needed more time. And yes, people would have gave them so much shit, and I know like people would have gave them so much shit. Shit, I probably wouldn't even give them shit about it. Okay, but if the game would have released after that, and the game would have released in a good, stable state, everyone's gonna forget about all of the delays, you know. But now since they rushed this game out, you know, people are roasting them for it still being buggy after all those delays. You know,
Well, there's like
um,
lawsuits and shit now.
yeah. So it's just again, if they would have taken their time with it, yes, people would have memed on them, people would have talked shit, but you know what? The game would have came out, you know, after all these delays, and it would have been stable. Then everyone would just forget about it. You know what I mean? So they kind of shot us in the foot. But yeah, I'm really liking this game. It reminds me a lot of like Blade Runner. I don't know if you guys ever watched that movie or not, but it gives me like serious like Blade Runner vibes. And I like all the characters so far. Again, the gunplay is a little iffy at times, but it's not bad or anything. The weapons are cool as hell. Um, like you definitely like when you're shooting at people, you definitely feel like you're doing damage to them. Same thing with melee combat. Like if you slice someone's head off, that shit comes clear off. So, um, so yeah, overall story is really good so far. Again, not really going to spoiler territory. Um, one thing I will say, I wish the life paths kind of gave you more options. Like I kind of wish, like I feel like they kind of give you the illusion that your life path really matters. Like you may have different like dialogue options now and then, but it all basically leads to the same thing. And even after that, you're still doing the same stuff. Um, so I feel like the life paths, I feel like they could have done a lot more with that. And it's funny because I watched this one video on YouTube and they were pretty much describing as like Michael, like they're comparing it to GTA 5, and it's like Michael's story is kind of like the corporate story, like where they're rich and everything. Trevor's is like the nomad, and then Franklin's is like the street kid, you know. So I thought that was pretty cool, but
Huh.
yeah, um,
It's a good comparison.
yeah.
That's really how it is.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's it. I mean, I say wait until they patch it out. I mean, they're coming out with a free multiplayer. Um, I say just I don't know. I say just wait until it come or until they fix all the glitches and stuff. Um, I know the PS4 versions and the Xbox One versions are very playable. Um, my thing with that is I do understand that the hardware is old as shit. And I do understand that. But there again, I understand that the game was announced before the Xbox One and PS4 even came out. Um, and also they still did release it. You know, I mean, it's just unplayable on those consoles. You know, so I mean, if you bought a PS4 and Xbox One, you kind of got screwed. I mean, you kind of got ripped off, to be honest with you. So if you think about buying it, either get a PC or get a PS5 and Xbox Series X. I heard it runs not great, but it's playable on those consoles at least. And you also get a free next gen patch later on next year. So, but all right, guys, that's it from us. Again, sorry about the delay of the review, but I promise you, working on it. And anyone else have anything to add before we hop off?
Yes. Coochie.
Okay.
Keep your buttholes tight, boys.
All right. All right, guys. Have a good one. And someone hit the final skirt. Okay.
Grr.